Brec Bassinger, this is such a departure from other things that you've done. So congratulations. How was this for you going from the DC world playing such an iconic superhero character to a very different genre based in 1970s Florida?
Yeah. Well, I feel like, with Stargirl, it's very fantastical and there's comedy to it and there's heart. And I feel with every project, there should be an element of heart to it. So there is a reflection in that sense. Um, as for like doing research from comic books, now doing like research in real life and it being based in the 1970s, like I put a lot of time and effort into studying the period and what a high school girl would be like at that time, and had a lot of good conversations with my mom who grew up in the 70s and created a 1970s playlist for Margaret. So it's just like a different type of research to do, I'd say.
So again, we're telling a story that is based on true events, which fortunately turned out for the better. But what are some maybe one or two things for you as a storyteller that are important for people, younger people, maybe even that are watching this? There's a through line message maybe about safety or just being self aware, perhaps.
Yeah. I Because it's based on a true story, obviously just like the realization that this stuff does happen. I think it's so easy for us, like our human brains, to be like, oh, it could never happen to me, right? But it does, it happens to people. So just even being aware that it's a real thing. Um, and also just like I think constantly taking the taboo outside of like open communication with your parents if you're feeling nervous about something or just something going on, but feeling the freedom to speak to your parents, and also parents like hearing out their children and just that mutual respect there.
Yeah. Well, again, congratulations on this. What are some things about the 70s that you learned that you weren't? I know you had your mother who was able to help you with some things to clue you in, maybe using a rotary phone or not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's honestly, it was one of like I said, and all I'm someone who I love like the little moments of heart and dare I say comedy, even in some of the darkest moments. I say you either laugh or cry, and I'm someone who wants to choose laughter. And the intense moment, and it's just the rotary phone that takes so long. I had to have Warren show me how to use it, which was a moment. The fashion was really fun. We had a wonderful costume designer, Tiger, and just really working with her because I feel like Margaret so much about she was so girly and feminine, and creating a wardrobe that really um, showcased that feminine side of her, which also was a great juxtaposition to Madison's character Annie, who like wasn't into it, which I really liked that opposition between the two sisters.
Yeah. So again, telling a story that's based on true events. For you as an actor, what are maybe one or two things that help you? You mentioned a couple things prior, but just briefly here as we wrap, that you look at, did you get to meet with anybody that was part of this true event at all?
So I did, but not previous to filming. It was kind of
Okay.
the filming, but Warren, who directed and also wrote it, he has a relationship with the girl and her sister. So really just like having conversations with him, but having never met who Margaret was inspired by, it really gave me the freedom to kind of mold her into the older sister that I saw that best fit the story, which was a good freedom. But Warren was like such a good guidance in that as well.
Wonderful. Well, Breck, thank you. It's an honor. It's so cool to chat with you. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brett. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.